In this video, we are going to talk about waiver of J1 visa 2-year requirement. What is J1 visa? Exchange visitor visa. J1 exchange visitors come to the United States to teach, study, receive training, or demonstrate special skills. The J1 visa is meant for students who need practical training that is not available to them in their home country, and the training must be directly related to the academic program. Visit us at Swat&Vee channel with your questions to see how best we can help you out with the process. Please don't forget to subscribe if you're new to the channel. J1 visa 2-year requirements. For those of you who don't have a J1 visa, or if you do and you're not familiar with the 2-year requirements, some J1 visas have a requirement that you have to, after you complete your time in the US on the J1 visa, that you have to return to your country and live there for 2 years, that you have to physically reside, you have to return to your country for 2 years. The J1 visa is what they call not a dual intent visa, which means that when you come on a J1 visa, your intent is that you're going to the United States with the intent to be here temporarily, not long term, not to adjust your status, not to receive a green card. So part of that, as I mentioned, is that some J1 visas have a 2-year requirement. You have to return to your country. In general, if you have a 2-year requirement on your visa itself, it will say 2-year physical presence or 2-year residency requirement, that there is one, or it will say no to your physical presence requirement. If you aren't sure, either is a way that you can get something called an advisory opinion, and the National Visa Center, the Department of State, rather has information on how to obtain an advisory opinion to find out whether or not you have that 2-year residency requirement. And I have seen individuals where on their visa it says that there isn't a requirement, but on the other documents they receive there is. So it is possible that there is a contradictory information, and it's very important that you know whether or not you have that 2-year residency requirement. And that is how you can find out if you aren't sure as to request the advisory opinion. Now, what happens if you are here on a J1 visa and you fall in love? In your mind, you'll be like, oh my gosh, I want to be able to start my life here in the United States. We want to stay together. We don't want to be apart. What are my options? I have this requirement that I have to return to my home country for 2 years. We don't want to be apart. So there is a way that you can ask for a waiver of that requirement, and the most common way is the part of least resistance, rather, is to see if your country, the country of origin, or from the government of your country, they will give you something called a no objection statement. The reason that the J1 visa typically have the 2-year requirement is because of a government, whether it's the US or the government of your country, has provided financial assistance for you to come, typically gain skills that will help for you to go and fulfill its special area of expertise in your country origin and be able to provide services. So because you've received that funding, that is why they would have that 2-year residency requirement. But you can ask for a no objection statement from your government. If you are able to obtain that no objection statement, then that will be what would allow you to be able to move forward and complete the green card process. If you don't receive a no objection statement, there are a few other ways that you can still request the waiver. You can get a waiver for an interested US government agency. So if the US government wanted to assist you with providing a waiver as a pretty rare case, but that could be if you would be persecuted in your home country. That's another way to receive a waiver. And then the other way is exceptional hardship to a US citizen or a child. And exceptional hardship, immigration has extreme hardship and exceptional hardship. Exceptional hardship is the highest level of hardship, and essentially that means that the US citizen would suffer more than just mere separation, more than suffering just by being a part, or financially. It has to be something really, really serious. But that would be another way that you could get a waiver of that requirement. If you don't get the no objection statement, and if you don't get a waiver but have completed your 2 years, at what point can you file for your green card? So you have to actually wait to complete those full 2 years, and then you can begin the green card process. So I hope this gives you some clarity, some general information on J1 visa in that waiver of the residence requirement. Please share this information with family and friends who may need it. You can also help us spread the message by sharing it on all social media. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and hit on the notification bell for more immigration updates. Bye!